dude, she had me spread eagle like that, all right? And she goes, just
Hey man,
relax.
we're
What?
rolling.
Oh, shit. Hey, how's everybody going? How's everybody doing? Whoops, that's a little too hitting it. All right. All right. Let's jump into it. It is another day. It is a good day. It is a really good day. All right. So let's see where we are. Let's see what we have to do today. Last night, sad day for LeBron. Um, I mean, what can you say about it? LeBron James is out of the playoffs. What like, can you say it now, or how much longer before we can finally say it? I mean, I grew up with Michael Jordan. I saw Michael Jordan play. I saw him play live in San Antonio. Like, I've seen the guy. I mean, I haven't seen LeBron live, but I'm just saying, like, we're gonna keep on having this conversation. We're really gonna keep on having this conversation. Is that I mean, you can't keep doing this every year. And what's the excuse going to be for this year? Well, what is it going to be? What are they going to say this year? Because it's always an excuse when it comes to that guy. That's all there is to it. When it comes to LeBron James, for him to do a piss poor job, or definitely 80% of what he should do, 80, 60. Like, the guy is supposed to be winning every single year. It's just like Tom Brady. What'd they say last year when Tom Brady didn't win the Super Bowl again? Oh, well, I guess he's not great. Motherfucker, he's got 7. He doesn't. If he gets to 8 or 9 or 10 like he wants to, or I think he said He said he has a wedding ring and he wants to fill the rest of them up. Okay, so if he gets to 10, or 9, he's already the greatest, Tom Brady. As far as that's also an opinion. So that's also an opinion. So, but going back to LeBron James, I think you have certain things. You have certain things like that in this society that they're really not that great, but everybody loves them, and you're just kind of like, and you can't say anything. Like, if you say, "Oh, LeBron James sucks," or "LeBron James isn't as good as Michael Jordan," if you say that online, you'll have people shitting on you for a long time. It's just like I talked the other day about those the stan accounts. Excuse me. Like, it's just like the other day when I talked about that. They I keep on wearing the shirts with no pocket. I need to get a pocket so I can put my phone here. It's just like those stan accounts, and it's the same thing for LeBron James. The fans of LeBron James will defend him forever. 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 They will defend LeBron James. They really will. So, that was one thing. Now let's see what else we had. Hold on, we're coming up over here. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for clicking on this video. Share it with your friends. It's another day, man. That's all we can hope for. That's all we can hope for nowadays, is another day, another chance to do it again. Let's see right here. Okay. Now, apparently, this is a little bit of old news, I believe, but I'm going to go through it anyway because this is kind of hardcore. Hope Solo, the American women's national team goalkeeper, gold medalist as well, and former star goalkeeper for the U.S. women's soccer team, was arrested on Thursday in North Carolina and charged with impaired driving, DWI, resisting, and misdemeanor child abuse. She had her kids in the car with her. The girl had her kids in the car while she was driving drunk. Hope Solo, damn, that is low. I was going to say, that's low, bro. Like, no, man, I can't even believe that. I can't even believe that we're having this conversation. I can't even believe that. And then, to top it off, this is from the New York Times. This has happened before, apparently. Apparently, she's all about this. She's all about this driving drunk shit. In 2014, she was charged with 2 counts of misdemeanor assault in what police in Kirkland, Washington described as an alcohol-fueled conversation with her half-sister and nephew. God, hey, Hope Solo, I think you need to stay off the sauce. Like, the same way I need to stay off candy because I'm fat, you need to stay off the sauce, lady. You know, this is 2014. We're talking about 8 years ago. And then, not only is this not the first time, hold on, let me see this. In 2015, Miss Solo was with her husband, Jeremy Stevens, in a borrowed team van when she was arrested on drunk driving charges. Like, it wasn't even her car. I mean, see, but the other thing is, like I said, in 2015, 2014, back then, 7 years ago, she was a big deal. She was a big deal. So you want to know what you want to know what? There's a possibility that this could have happened so many other times. There really, really is. And then she got away with it because she's Hope Solo. Like, you don't think that maybe one other time or two or three that a cop stopped her, and maybe the cop was a woman, and the woman was like, "Oh, you're Hope Solo. Oh my God. Okay, well, look, here's what's gonna happen. I'll follow you home, and we'll make sure you get home safe." You don't think that ever happened? You think that never happened to somebody like her? It happens all the time to those people. It happens all the time to people that are famous like that and that they're known. Because if something happened like this to a normal person like you or me, if something happened like this to us, well, we fix our problem, like we try and not do it again, you know. But look, you have 2014, 2015, and then after learning the news report, whatever, and then now, okay, these two are that far away. I don't have anything else here from that article, I believe. No, I don't. And I'll go and see if I can find out how many other times she's been arrested, but I don't have anything here in front of me. Unless I'll just screw it. Let's Google it. How many times has Hope Solo been arrested? Let's see. Top stories. Oh shit, this was 2 days ago. Oh yeah, never mind. Solo pictured for the first time. Hope Solo. Has Hope Solo been arrested before? 2014, domestic violence. Okay. Okay. So, no. So that's three. She's been arrested 3 times, but apparently twice for DWI. See, this is the thing I don't understand. Like, doesn't U.S. women's national team, don't they have someone like looking after her, because they have to know that she's like that? So, but then again, she's not a player right now. That's another thing. So, hey, I don't agree. I'll never agree with these people getting into trouble. I think that when you have money like that, I think that when you're a known person like that, you would be careful. People like you and I, that we're just normal individuals. We're just people. We're just normal. Like it's like if one of us gets caught for DWI, nobody's gonna give a shit, because we're just normal. But you're Hope Solo. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Open your brain. And that's probably what happens with all these people. Like that poor guy from Las Vegas, that he was drunk as shit driving his Henry Ruggs, I think. He was driving his Lamborghini at like 150 miles an hour. Like, he killed a woman, and I don't know about her kid, but he killed someone. What goes through these people's minds? They have money. Like, you've officially made it. That's the way it is. When you get to the league, you've officially made it. Yeah, whether you have a low level contract or whatever, you still have made it. So, are you trying to tell me that this guy said to himself, "Oh, well, let me get in my car and I'm gonna be all drunk"? Really? I don't know how these people do it, man. And I guess that's our sports segment. But we're gonna move over into some music related, but it's not really music related. But Camila Cabello, now her body image, and this is something I don't want to get heated on. I don't want to start saying anything stupid, but this kind of stuff, I think it's so ridiculous, and I'm sorry, I have to call it out, because when I read stuff like this, when I see stuff like this, I'm just like, why are you people like this? Why? I mean, and so apparently what happened is Camila Cabello was at the beach, and she got her picture taken. I don't understand. She said, shared a message about body image after paparazzi beach photos. I've never had a worse time at the beach. Every time I've felt super vulnerable and unprepared. What are you trying to say, that all your photos are photoshopped? Unprepared? You just look like a normal girl. You see, and look at her. She looks good. She has, she looks thick as hell. She's not fat. She's thin. She looks good, man. She looks good. But what is it? Oh, you're not. Oh, you're not like this. And then, so what do the people online say? People online will talk shit to her. Why? Because they're from anonymous accounts and they'll talk shit. Dude, she's hot. Any guy would love to have that. Like, what more compliments do you want? And really, you'd think that somebody as big as Camila Cabello, you'd think that somebody like her wouldn't even read the comments. Because once you get to that level, why would you? Why would you be a famous person and read the comments? You don't do that. You're just going to have a bunch of people talking shit to you. That's literally all it is. That's literally all it is. Honestly. Because even me, like a lot of the videos that I've posted before, and it's always from the anonymous accounts. It's always the anonymous accounts. Why? Because nobody knows who they are, so they'll talk shit. And really, is that something you can control? No. So why would you get upset? There's no point in getting upset about that, Camila. There's absolutely no point. And you know whose fault that is? You want to know whose fault that is? That's somebody on her team. On that Cabello team, there's people that they should be telling her, no, don't be on your phone. Don't go on social media. You shouldn't be doing that. There should be somebody telling her that. Like, why would you let her go into a toxic place like the comments? Like, well, why would you do that? That's stupid, But one of the things that I had with this at the same time, because I do think that the phrase that she used here, unprepared. Camila Cabello. Why would it matter if you're unprepared for photos? Because you want to know what that kind of says? It says that all the photos you've ever put out are prepared. Now, granted, everybody's photos are prepared now. The Kardashians, even worse. Jesus. Khloe doesn't even look like her dad, O.J. Simpson, anymore. So, it's insane. But for her to come out, and this is what happens with these people, that they have no self-awareness. They'll say something like that, and they won't even realize that they said it. Every time I've been at the beach, that's what she's saying. I've never had a worse time at the beach. Every time I felt super vulnerable and unprepared. So basically, we're going to end it with this one because we're going to move ahead to more Elon Musk. Basically, what she is saying right there is that she puts out photoshopped pictures. Oh well. So moving over to some more Elon Musk. Now, the people on Twitter, you have an entire group of people now. You have an entire group of people that are saying Elon Musk is going to change everything, and Elon Musk he's going to affect free speech. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You're the one that hates free speech. But you want to know what that is that just like in, like I said the other day, just like in school, those kids, nah, you're never going to touch me. And then you punch them in the face and they'll go run to the principal. That's who they are. And really, I've noticed this a lot, is really you can see who everybody is from basically all of the labels in high school. You really can. Like the anime kids, you know who they are. Like once they get old, you know who they were. The goth kids, even if the goth kids don't even wear goth clothes now as adults, you know who they are. You're like, oh, yeah. So then when you see people like this that are online on Twitter and they're talking about Elon Musk, oh, Elon Musk is gonna make this platform shitty. Well, excuse me, Twitter is already shitty. Twitter fucking sucks. And everybody knows that. And why does Twitter suck? Because of people like that. Because there's people online and alive today that believe what they say is more important than what other people say. They believe that only their words should be heard. That's what they believe. And really, there's only one side of the political aisle that's from, and we're not even going to get into that because this isn't that type of channel. but it's very easy to look into the glass and see that. So, but from here, now apparently this is funny because these cowards over there at Twitter, they covered their asses. So check this out. Elon Musk is from a Variety. Elon Musk is joining Twitter's board of directors and a deal coming after the CEO, blah, blah, blah. Under the agreement, Musk is prohibited from amassing more than 14.9% of Twitter's stock. So they already know what he was going to try and do, and that doesn't mean he's not going to try and do it. The guy's got cash. I mean, Elon Musk has cash. He's got money. So he can make moves if he pleases. And you have to understand these people that, like this Twitter CEO, Parag Agrawal, that guy, douchebag. That guy is one of the biggest douche. You thought that Jack at Twitter was a douchebag? No, that guy's a douchebag. That guy's got high school nerd written all over him. And he's one of those people that he's carried the hate with him all his life because of all the people that picked on him in high school and all the people that picked on him in college and all the women that never slept with him. That's the guy right there. And he's using his big ass job that he has, his CEO job, to get back at all those people, all those popular kids. But really, people like that dude, that they're adults, they were such trash in school, they didn't even realize it. That's why people didn't like them. It wasn't because like popular people or popular kids didn't like you. It's because you suck. Like people got around you and you were weird. You know, and now a person like that gets a CEO job of Twitter, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to show all these people, I'm going to censor everything from all of them, and I'm only going to let the nerds be heard. It's going to be a nerd world here on Twitter, because Twitter is all about the nerds, the people that want to be heard, that are marginalized. Shut the fuck up, you stupid fuck. Like, and honestly, you can see it from the guy's face. Like Elon Musk, look at his face. Look at Elon Musk's face. Does that look like the type of guy that you knew in school and he was a nerd and he was an asshole? Because really, when you know real nerds, the real nerds in your school, they're assholes because they're smart and they think that they're smarter than everyone, so they look down on everyone. Does that look like that type of guy? No. Now, I don't have the picture right here in front of me, but let's see. What's his name? Paraj Agrawal. Jesus. Look, and let's find this. Look at this guy's picture. Look at that guy's picture. So you compare Elon Musk to that guy, and who's the bigger asshole? Exactly. So there's and I know a lot of people don't want to look at that. A lot of people want to think that after you get out of school and after you get out of your teenage years that we all grow. Like, no, I was an asshole in high school and I'm an asshole now. I've never changed my entire life. Oh, well, did you ever grow up? No. Like, I'm an adult. Like, I'm not going to say I'm an old kid, but I'm an adult, and it's like, I'm not an adult. I don't play that shit. Well, we got to be proper. Oh, dude. This world isn't like that anymore. You want to know why you could get away with being an adult back in the day? Because that's how it was. You could have one job, one income, and you could be all serious and adulty. Nowadays, if you're all serious like that, you'll find yourself working at the same place for 40 years, and then they'll fire your ass in your 50s, and you're fucked. And you worked there your whole life. Your whole entire life you worked for them, and they will fire you to hire someone younger or to hire a fucking robot. That's what they'll do. And you want to know what happened? We all figured that out. Everybody in my generation figured out that you don't need to give your loyalty to a fucking business, because these businesses will fuck you in the ass. Okay? They will, and they will have no problem doing it. They don't care about you. They care about money. They care about profit margins. They care about shareholders. They don't care about your job. Even little small businesses. Small businesses are the same way. Unless you're like really tight together in a small business and you know, like, oh yeah, it's kind of like a family. Some small businesses, not only are they ran by families, but some small businesses are very tight, like it's like a family. But you go to a place like Walmart. I mean, I've seen those jokes on TikTok where someone will come back an hour late off their break instead of 30 minutes and they'll get fired. That's how it is. That's real. It's not like it's a joke. They don't give a fuck about you. Like, they don't care if you come an hour late from your break, they'll fire you on the spot because they'll have someone to hire tomorrow. They don't care, and that's why the people that work those jobs don't care. I do enough. There's the phrase, I do enough not to get fired. That's the phrase. When you have one of those jobs and you have the treatment that they give you where you don't matter in your job, you'll just be there and you're like, I'm gonna do enough not to get fired. I don't fucking care about this job because I know they don't give a shit about me. And that's the way it goes a lot of times. That's the exact way it goes a lot of times. And what happened? What happened? The people that we, as young adults in our 20s, we saw our parents that were 50, we saw them be with a company for 30 years. And then all of a sudden your dad loses his job. You're 22 years old. Your dad is 50 and he loses his job that he's been working for 30 years, getting up every single day, putting a tie on. Okay. And what happens? Does he get a pension? No. They fuck him in the ass and they let him go after 30 years of work. And then you see that happen and you realize to yourself, why the fuck would I go and work for a company? Why would I do that? I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some people that they like that. They dig on that they like being a number and that they can go in there and jerk around and they're really not, like I said, do enough not to get fired. But I think when it comes to work, like, I think a soul-crushing job would suck. Like, you're just there doing something and you have nothing and you're not doing it. Like, this is what I'm doing here. This isn't work for me. Like, it's a lot of work to put out videos and edit them and do all this shit and then share it online and do all that bullshit. But I love this. I absolutely love this. That's why one day, God willing, I'll get paid to do this. If hopefully enough of you will help me get there with views and subscribers and whatnot. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. But like, imagine working at a job. Not only do you hate the job, but you know for a fact that in 5-10 years they're gonna fire your ass. Could you imagine that? And then you think to yourself, why would I become like as well? Me, I'm 34, but the young kids. The kids that are like 20 years old, they know that already. These kids that are 20 years old, they know that if they were to start working for a company at 21, by the time they're 40, the company's going to fire them. They don't give a fuck. All these teenagers, all these 20-year-olds, they know that already. That's why the current job market is like it is. Nobody wants to go work for minimum wage anymore. Even if it is just making food. Nobody wants to do that shit because it's boring. Like, people would rather collect maybe unemployment or they'll go on welfare, whether it is socially acceptable to go. Dude, if I could get on welfare, I'd do it, but I can't. There's a lot of people in this country that can't. Now, I understand, well, get a job and have a job. Man, dude, there's a lot of people that don't want to work. Like, and I've said it before. What was the thing that a lot of people want to do now? They want to make money and not work. How badass would that be? That would be so badass. Now, I'm not saying to just sit at home and collect unemployment. But what I'm saying is, I think that there's something coming in the future. I've been doing some research on, universal basic income. I mean, when you think about something like universal basic income, yeah, there's going to be a lot of people that aren't going to be able to get it because they're not going to be poor enough. But at the same time, there's going to be a lot of people that will want universal basic income only because they don't want to work. Like, if I was to be getting paid from the government or something, if I was to be doing that, I'd be wanting to use all of my free time. I'd be wanting to make more videos. I'd be wanting to do more stuff online. I'd be wanting to do other podcasts, But people like me that we have day jobs and we make videos, like you only have so many hours in the day. You see, but there's a lot of people, and like I said in that video, they want to literally wake up in the morning, just be there watching TV, eat bowls of cereal, and then walk to the mailbox to collect a check. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. and then maybe play video games all day. There's a lot of people that would be fine with that. Like, where does that come from? If you're going to be collecting a check, it's because you're an artist, or it's because you don't have a job that can sustain you yet. Like, if I think it would be something to more where the people that truly need, and when I say need, I mean need universal basic income. And we're not talking about welfare either, because welfare is fucking bullshit. Like, the people on welfare don't even have to prove that you're working, you just get it. So I think something like universal basic income, you'd probably have to do something to where you can prove you're doing something, that you're not just at home jerking off at night, eating Fruit Loops and watching Cartoon Network at 2:00 in the morning, and then the next day you go cash your check because it's the first of the month. Like, I'm not saying, like, don't get me wrong, that sounds like heaven because you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do a goddamn thing. You don't have to get up for work. You don't have to pay any bills. Well, actually, are you going to pay bills, or are you going to be living in housing? See? And then, are you going to be living in housing? Are you, with universal basic income, are you going to get housing? Are you going to get food stamps? Are you going to get all this free shit, like everything? You see? But then at the same time, are you doing something? A lot of people don't. I would love to get all that stuff, and then just do nothing. But then at the end of like, even some days, like yesterday, I didn't make a video because I wasn't here in the studio, right? I didn't make a video, and I felt like shit because I felt like I didn't do something with my day. I didn't do something with my time. I don't know how that feels to want to, if I want to do nothing, if I want to lay in my bed and just be there watching TV, it's because I've already done something that day and I'm like done. Like, if I wake up in the morning, I can't do that. I don't know what's wrong with me. I have a problem in that area. I cannot be where I wake up in the morning and then I just lay there in bed and watch TV and do nothing. I honestly don't not know how people can do that. Like, you have to do something with your life. You have to do something with yourself. Like, even me with these videos, I mean, I only get like 10 views right now. I only have like 11 subscribers or something. But you have to do something. You have to try and do something with your life. And I got shit for that lazy comment about the Kim Kardashian video. We're hitting 31 minutes. This is going to be the end. About the Kim Kardashian thing, and I said that lazy people got mad at her. And what were people saying in the comments? Oh, 9 to 5 people are morons. You see? So, I don't know. I think that there comes to a point where we've changed as a society. We've changed as a society where you come back around and you realize, like with, this is an easy example. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. This is an easy example, like owning a house. I saw what owning a house did. And do you know what happened to them after like 15 or 14, what was it, 13? Hold on. 2000 is when we got the house. I remember when I was a kid. And then it was like 2014. So 14 years. After 14 years of paying a mortgage, you know what happened to them? The realty company or whatever, the bank that they were with, that they had the mortgage with, folded shop. So their mortgage got fucked, just like so many other people's did. And they lost the house. And not only that, all the money they had to put into the house, you have to take care of everything. If something breaks, it's your fault. You can't call someone. You can't call like a landlord or something. Like, I saw that all through my childhood. So now I'm an adult. Why would I want to buy a house for? Why? I mean, I'm 34 years old, right? Let's say that I could actually come up with the money to get a house. That means I'm 34 years old. A 30-year mortgage? I'm going to be paying that goddamn thing till I'm 64 years old? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, well, it's an investment, and you're supposed to pay it off and give it to your kids. See, I'm one of the people, I didn't get shit from my family, so it's like, I'm not going to give my kids shit. They need to work for it, and God willing, if I make a little money, yeah, okay, I guess I'll leave them like a trust fund or something. But We all know that if you raise rich kids, they end up being pieces of shit. So, so we're going to leave it there. 33 minutes, looking good. Everything was good. Great show today. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being with me here. Thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel, the new one. Thank you, man. Today, this new channel has really done a lot for me, honestly, because the politics that I used to do politics every day, and I was just so unhappy. I was angry all the time, cursing all the time, just mad because politics, man, it's a fucking feudal enterprise. That's what it is. You really can't do anything. Like all you can do is really comment. You can just comment, and that's all you can do is make videos and you put out your opinion. That's not a podcast. That's not fun. That's not. And then a lot of times if you don't have the right opinion, then you don't even get seen because you don't have the right opinion. So it's like now with this pop culture shit, I love this shit. I do. I'm able to sit here with you and we're just able to chill. I'm able to sit back in my chair. I remember when I was in my politics shows, I'd be like, "Whoa, good." I don't miss that shit at all. That shit started giving me heart palpitations and shit, even worse than the pre-workout. Like stress, man. Stress will fucking kill you. It really will. We're about to hit 35 minutes, so thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for staying with me this long. Hey, man, it's just another day. That's all you can hope for. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Catch you next time.